Well, hey everybody, it's Kev Bo Jones here with another episode of the Wonderful World of Baseball Cards. I wanted to continue my series of my childhood baseball card collection. This is going to cover the years 1964 through 1966. These are pretty much all Topps cards. And these are kind of the remnants of the cards that I picked up as a kid from the ages of about 12 to about 16. I dropped out of collecting the first time around late 1991, early 1992. I was just getting older and there was just too much product and was just not really that focused on the hobby. And I have sold a lot of stuff over the years, unfortunately, some of my quote unquote better cards, but this is what remains. If you watched an earlier video of mine, one of my earliest videos, you'll see a 1964 Mickey Mantle. I picked this up for $5. I think I was about 12. This was in that childhood binder of cards that I had for the longest time. Always have loved this card. It's beat up, but it's really the only Mantle that I have. Kind of regular issue card of his. That's not like an all-star or anything. I'm looking to change that. But I've always hung on to this one, and this is one that I'll always cherish. My $5 Mickey Mantle card. Here's a 1964 Carl Yastrzemski. Nice looking card. This is part of my Yaz PC, I guess you could call this. This is just a nice looking card. I had another one of these at one point. I sold it probably about 15 years ago. But this is a pretty nice example of the 1964 Yaz card. Here's a 1964 Lou Brock. Featured in his Cub uniform. I think he went to the Cardinals in the 64 season in that infamous trade with St. Louis for Ernie Broglio. But I always thought it was cool to have a Lou Brock card in a Cubs uniform. So this is his 1964 Cubs card. Me and my combo cards, of course, Yaz. 1964 Topps Sockers. Carl Yastrzemski and Chuck Schilling. Love this card. Always love the combo cards. And there's the Sockers with Yastrzemski and Schilling from 1964 Topps. We have a few leaders cards here. This is a good one. 1963 pitching leaders. Here's Koufax, Marichal, Spahn, and Maloney. Jim Maloney was probably one of the best pitchers of the 60s, but he's pretty much forgotten now because of these dominant guys ahead of him. Don Drysdale, of course, being in there too. He's not featured on this card. But I loved this card. I've had this one a long time with the Koufax and Warren Spahn on it. So there's the 1963 pitching leaders. And look up Jim Maloney's stats if you get a chance. Great pitcher. Here's another Yaz one. Batting leaders. This is almost like Yaz PC. But here's Carl Yastrzemski, Al Kaline, and Richie Rollins. 1963 AL batting leaders. If you watched my other video, you know my infamous trade for the 1961 Yaz, 1963 Yaz, and 1965 Yaz. Here's the third of the trio making an appearance. I traded the 1989 Upper Deck Dale Murphy Error for the 61, 63, and 65 Topps Yaz. And I love this card. I think this is my favorite Yaz card of his entire run. It's a great pose. I love the Red Sox on the jersey. I love the pennant logo. He's super young, just entering his prime. Just a great card. I love this one. I love this 65 set. It's not as near and dear to me as the years have gone on, but this is a great card. And one that I'll definitely, I love this one. Here's another one that I love that I've had a really, really long time. 1965 Pete Rose. I don't remember where or when I got this card. I have no idea. All I know, I've had this one a really long time. It's weird that I'm blank on this one. I do not remember getting this card. And this is, I think, also one of my favorite Pete Rose cards. Love the pose, love the red jersey, love the pennant. Great card. Pete Rose. Just again, he was just a babe in the woods at this point and just getting started. One of my favorite cards in my collection. And like I said, I wish I knew where I got this one, but I do not remember. But there's a nice 1965 Pete Rose. Here's another run. Here's a few Hall of Famers from 65. Here's a Willie Stargell, 1965 Topps, really nice looking card. Again, young in it, just getting into his prime. I think this one has like a pretty good diamond cut on it though. Looks a lot nicer, I think, than it is, but I love this card. Here's a 1965 Mazeroski. I've had this one a super long time too. 1965 Topps, Bill Mazeroski. Love that one. And then here's a 1965 Topps Juan Marichal. Really good looking card. This one might have a diamond cut on it too. But I just love it. 1965 Topps Juan Marichal. I think I got these when I was a little older. I was trying to get like better players. And spending a little more money, I think. I'm guessing I probably got these around the same time when I was about 15 or 16. And then here's a 1965 Topps Tony Conigliaro card. That kind of completes my run in 1965 Topps cards. Could have been a great player, I think, but I think he had an incident where he was beamed pretty badly. And I think he lost part of his eyesight as a result, and his career kind of never quite got back on track again after that. Now, these are goofy. I got all these at the same time. I don't know why. I think I got them for their weirdness. I'm going to go through these fast, but here's a run of the 1965 Topps Embossed. Totally weird cards. I don't know why I got them. I think they were like $1 a piece. But here's Al Kaline. Jim Bouton. Can't really see him. One of my favorites, Veda Pinson. You'll see his cards pop up a lot kind of in my run of vintage. Veda Pinson. Walt Bond. Bobby Allison. For the Twins. My boy Leon Wagner. Like that one, Leon Wagner. And then I've never known how to say his name, Zorro Versailles, 1965 AL MVP. So I got that one, I know in particular because he was the MVP in 1965. I think Zorro Versailles was his name. Kind of hard to see, but another Twin. And now kind of just wrapping this up, there's just a couple more cards here. More of my Yaz. Here's a really nice 1966 Yaz. It's part of my run. You'll see him every year pretty much from here on out. 65 Yaz, or 66 Yaz. I got this one definitely when I was going crazy for Yaz. Here's a funny one, old one. You see how much I paid for it. Probably overpaid for it. 1966 Richie Allen, one of my favorites, and a guy I'm going to do a PC on. I think Richie Allen's going to make it into the Hall of Fame here pretty quick. Love Richie Allen. Later on, he was known as Dick Allen. Great player. Bounced around from teams a lot. 1972 AL MVP. But that sticker on there is pretty hilarious. I don't know why I've always kept that on. But there's a 1966 Topps Richie Allen. Just love it. That's his third-year card. I've been looking at his rookie and his rookie cup card from 65 lately. Richie Allen, Doc Ellis, those are two guys I'm working on, going to do PCs for in PSA cards. But yeah, it's actually a pretty nice looking card. But yeah, I love that one, 1966 Topps Richie Allen. I got this one probably when I was about 15 too. Always liked him. Here's a 1966 Tony Perez. I like that one a lot. The Reds cards in the mid-60s for some reason just looked really good. I think their uniforms were great. 1966 Tony Perez. Here's my boy Leon Wagner. Big cat. Great card. These 66s are actually pretty nice looking. I'm looking at them here now. I like them. I really like the 66 set actually, as I'm staring into this card, mesmerized by Leon Wagner. Love it. Love the Indians logo on his chest there. And then the last one is another for Yaz, of course. 1965 batting leaders. We got Tony Oliva, Yaz in the middle. They just reused his 65 regular photo. And then Vic Davalillo. So yeah, so that's kind of sums up my mid-60s childhood collection. Thanks everybody for watching, and it's Kebbo Jones signing out. We'll see you again soon. We'll do part 3, 1967 to 1969. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like and subscribe, and I love chatting with you in the comments. Collect what you love. Signing out.